Hey, YouTube family and GN subs, what's happening? What's happening is a lot of good news for this new year, and we're going to dive into it, tell you what's happening. Going to get into some real cases today, give you an idea of what's happening on the processing end. Again, easing into this new year, let's see what's happening. For those of you who have not had the pleasure of seeing my channel, go to the playlist. What I have in my playlist is organized content. You can actually find out for free how to get to the US on a B1, B2 visa, how to win your marriage fraud case. Go to the playlist and do me a favor. If you like it, subscribe to my channel. All right, we have a lot to unpack today. Let's get right into it. All right, let's talk about the W visa, new visa. This is a visa for non-skilled workers, domestics, landscapers, retail employees, lower level construction employees. This is a visa that is proposed in Congress. I've been talking about this forever, folks. If you want to stop illegal immigration, you must provide a legal way for individuals to enter the US. This is it. Senator Rubio is backing this, right? It's nonpartisan. He is a Republican. He wants this non-immigrant visa. He sees it as a solution. They will limit the amount of visas. It's a 4-year program, 20,000 first year, 40,000 the fourth year. There is an advertisement component, so we make sure that U.S. workers aren't displaced. So for example, right now there's an H-2B program, right? I did this with Mammoth Mountain. What it is a temporary seasonal visa where there's a need. For example, in the case of Mammoth Mountain, it was ski instructors. So I got 150 ski instructors annually. We had to advertise locally. There weren't Americans that had the certification, so it didn't displace American workers. However, the H-2B is not a fix for this particular problem. Why? Because the H-2B was temporary, right? It was seasonal. The W visa, these are permanent jobs. These are jobs where there's a need all year long. It will, in essence, remove unauthorized workers, undocumented workers, illegal workers. So there is a need for this. I think it's a fix. I think we need to do it. I hope it goes through. I think it would be fantastic. So let's see what happens. All right, another bit of good news is the USCIS call center. This is where you can inquire on your case. This is where you can set InfoPass appointments. They're trying to streamline it, right? So what they've done is they've made it so that it is speech friendly. That means you can talk, you can get to a tier 1 or tier 2 officer. Tier 1 is their contract workers. They don't know too much, but they can direct you in the right place where you need to go, right? Tier 2 is an actual officer or a supervisor at USCIS. Once you've made your calls, you will get a call back. In some instances, if it's urgent, within 72 hours. Other times it could be within 30 days, but they will get back to you. They're trying to streamline it. They're trying to make it user-friendly. ALA, those attorneys, man, they are fighting for diversity visas. They've been fighting. If you recall, the Trump administration said that you cannot issue diversity visas. These are the visas through the lottery where you actually get a green card if you're chosen. Well, they've been stuck the last 3 years. They haven't been issuing the normal amount annually, 55,000. They've been trickling in. They've been issuing maybe 2,000, 3,000 a year. That's not good enough. The ALA lawyers are fighting and making way. Let's hope that that happens. There's a lot of visas that are available. I have a good feeling we're going to win these cases. The consulates are reopening. I have been noticing lots of interviews being scheduled despite Omicron, right? Here in this case, this is the U.S. consulate in London, right? They've scheduled the interview. I'm having my client and his wife go in to get the green card, to get permanent resident status. Things are open. You can get your medical exam, queue up in the line to meet the officers and get the green card and come to the U.S. So the consulates are reopening. I'm seeing this in various other places as well. Okay, it does depend on COVID. Some consulates are closed, or they're only adjudicating some cases, some non-immigrant visas, some immigrant visas, depends. So, but the good news, some consulates, yes, they are starting to interview, which is great. All right, so I'm attaching a case for N400, citizenship. From date of filing to the date of interview, generally, it's been taking, folks, about a year. Look at what's happening. I've been talking about this a lot last year. A lot of cases that have been filed online. If you see here, I filed this case online. file it online, see what happens. I think you're going to get a good result. They recaptured the fingerprints from the previous I-751 petition. That was this case. They called him for an interview, and let's see what's going to happen. I'm sure it's going to be approved. All right, the final bit of good news on real cases is immigration court. Generally in immigration court, and I don't talk a lot about this, but I do know I've done tons of litigation in immigration court. A lot of times you need time, right? Time is your friend. You need time to get your I-130 petition approved, your I-140 approved, etc. Some judges, they will not allow for additional time. Well, these days the court is so full, there's nothing but time that you can get. So if you need time, you have your attorney request for more time. You'll be scheduled for 2-3 years out, give you time to get your petitions approved. Also, if you want to get your court case terminated so you can finish your case in front of USCIS, good time. Now under the Biden administration, the trial attorneys, the judges are allowing joint motions to terminate cases, right? If there's a clear case where you're able to get your case approved in front of USCIS, you can ask for a joint motion to terminate with the trial attorney. The judge will approve that. So that's what's happening in immigration court. That's good news. All right, another bit of good news. There were thousands of families that were separated under the Trump administration. Biden vowed to fix that, and he's been working on this for the last year. There have been family reunifications. Alejandro Mayorkas, Secretary of Homeland Security, says that he wants a path to citizenship. What does this mean? Currently, what happens is the families can get what's called humanitarian paroles to remain in the U.S. This is temporary, doesn't allow for work authorization, doesn't allow for a pathway to get a green card or citizenship. Mayorkas wants to change that. He wants the Senate and the House to pass a measure where these individuals who was harmed by the separation at minimum can get a green card. Previously, they talked about compensating them in terms of money. That wasn't taken well by the public. But I think the public has sentiment for these families, right? They've been separated for 4 years. All right, YouTube family and GN subs, thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Click below, like and subscribe. Give me thumbs up. You who are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Go to that playlist if you like it. Let's do this. Share it on your other social media, and we'll talk to you soon.